As all four members, what we do is we try to bring all the skills and experiences we've learned in the past or in our careers and try to apply it to the students in the good training environment where if international conflict arises, you know, they could actually utilize what they've learned in combat leaders course and, you know, better be equipped for the enemy, better be trained, you know, so this helps them have a more realistic approach of, you know, this is the type of training we got in combat leaders course and it worked. We should try to apply this if a conflict does happen, you know. The world we live in, you never know. There's always something going on. We do pop smoke out there, so we try to make it realistic. We do IEDs, we do mortars, you know, so you hear the whistle coming in, then the bang. They're not just, okay, they're gonna be shooting us with blanks, like we need to watch where we're stepping as well because there might be some explosives out here that we have no idea.
I'll be there. I'll be in all the chaos.
There's, what, 4 people in here, 3 people out.
That works.
One of the things that the students are taught while going through combat leaders course is once they stop the threat, once the enemy's down, what they want to do is they want to sanitize their body. They want to roll them over. They want to make sure that they don't have any secondary either explosives or any booby traps on their body. So what they do is they roll them over carefully while they have a lookout, while somebody's looking at them, just in case they still have the last breath while they turn around. They don't want to get shot. You know, they stop the threat. By doing that, the students get that repetitiveness, and then after a while, it becomes second nature. So they know, I need to check this person because you never know, they could be playing dead. The mentality of the enemy is always changing. They're always adapting, so there's always these new tactics, these new approaches that we need to be one step ahead of them. So, you know, one year you might go to Afghanistan, and these are the rules of engagement. These are the tactics they're using. You go back a few months later, things have completely changed. So maybe now they're doing more convoys, more patrols. Now the dangerous firefights, where you were there a couple months ago and it was IEDs, it was pressure plates. So you have no idea what type of training you're gonna need when you go out there. So with the all four, what we try to do is we try to bring as much of that as possible. We try to bring, like I said, different experiences from different branches, from different training we've had in security forces. People that have been deployed recently, you know, people that have been deployed in the past, and try to use as much as possible. That way, the students could be more successful when they do go out there.
Hey, do a search on these guys and take their weapons.
I mean, absolutely, there's going to be mistakes made. That's typical, and we want mistakes because mistakes is how we learn. If they come through and they have a flawless mission, then typically they won't learn anything from it. They'll just keep doing what they're doing, and it may have been luck that gave them that flawless mission. So when they make mistakes, then us instructors can point that out, and then that helps drive home, and hopefully later they won't make those same mistakes.
Let me know you get online to the truck.
So they took over the FOB. They established, well, the first thing they need to do is establish priorities of work. A lot of that encompasses setting up security for the FOB, and then they just kind of go down a checklist. What that does is they kind of get off guard. It kind of becomes monotonous. They've done this a couple times. They let their guard down. After that point, what we did was we set up another kind of ambush on the exterior of the FOB. Once they initiated their priorities of work, kind of what we call giggle time, their guard came down and we hit them again, and it was another exciting portion of the training.
Hold your fire! Hold your fire!
We're trying to develop the best leaders we can push out into combat scenarios. A lot of these individuals are going to go out and be squad leaders on deployments, fire team leaders, and things like that. And that's obviously the ultimate goal of this training.
So we were out there for about 6 hours, but once everything started happening, just time was racing. Adrenaline's going. You see the students' adrenaline rush, so it gets you like, oh, this is what's going to happen. Oh.
Just getting a different aspect on the side of the playing field. I've been through the combat leaders course, It's a great course for security forces members who go through the program. A lot of tactics and training involved, team building exercises, leadership building exercises that you learn. So I've been on that side. Now I'm on the OPT-4 program. Tonight we're doing a little bit of tactics trainings where they're about to take one of our guys hostage. We're the OPT-4. They're going to take him hostage, building up for the final FTX, trying to get as much information out as they can from him. We're about to set up here on this observation post here. We're going to try and stall as much time as we can before they end up taking our guy hostage. It's just a training environment for them. They're going to take him, try to question him, get as much out as they can.
We had 4 hours of sleep tonight or last night on top of 4 or 5 hours of sleep the night before. So, and you're just doing mission after mission after mission. So if you're lucky, you do mounted missions, so you're getting Humvees. If not, you're walking out on foot, and then you don't know really what to expect. They kind of give you a little bit of brief. If you're going to go meet with like a local elder, to go talk to him, or if you're going to do a SAM footprint, so go out and make sure there's no like mortar sites or anything like that. So it's the middle of the night, you got to send up your reconnaissance to make sure that your routes are good for your Humvees to come in. And if not, then they have to have a backup plan.
By being in this position, it offers me a chance to expound on those skills that I already have, and then to also learn from some of the mistakes that the students make, but then to also be flexible enough to we take the rule book that we have from the tactics that we have now, and then we throw out all the rules, because that's basically what the enemy is going to do anyway. They're a very small enemy. They don't have the technological advances or the numbers. All they have is their creativity and their imagination. So we take that concept and we look for new and different ways to challenge the students. The skill set that they're trying to teach in the Combat Leaders course alone, they're perishable skills, so the more that they challenge themselves and then they do the training, the better off they're going to be for a real-world situation.
We got building 2, we got a lot of people on.
4-3 Papa, 4-3 right.
Get out of the window. One to shoot at this building that's the 2 sort of in front of us, and one shooting at this building to start.
Hey, you're coming on the bottom floor!
Hey, go eat them, let them know I need the OP to break down going to this house.
Stop.
While we go 4-4, while we go 4-6, this is why.